Okay, I think I'm live. Okay, happy Tuesday, guys. This week seems a little weird to me. I don't know. We've had 2 birthdays. Landon and Matt have birthdays 3 days apart. So it just seems like we're just, I don't know. I'm just feel a little discombobulated. Is that the right word? But I was going to start making this wood bead, large bead garland. So I thought I'd come on here and show you my process and how this is going to work because I have no idea. This is just a thought process in my head. I've got different stains here to see how they're gonna take. So I thought I would just kind of do it live here with you guys to show you what I'm doing. So I found like 3 or 4 large bags of these. They did not have holes in them, of these wood balls at a thrift store. And so anything wood that I always pick it up. So I found these, maybe 2 years ago, and they've been just sitting in these tubs. I have a whole nother tub in my cabinet over there. So I said to Matt last year, I said, maybe like just a big wood bead garland would be cool. Because I love wood bead garlands. If you've been here for any amount of time, you have seen me use wood bead garlands at Christmas, in my house right now. When I was putting my fall stuff together, there's wood bead garlands everywhere. But like, these would make a big statement because they're so big. And this year we were at Kirkland's, and I'm walking around, and they have huge wood bead garlands. And Matt was with me, and I said, see, this is what I was talking about. And Gabrielle and I were just in Kirkland's this past weekend, and I didn't see them. So I don't know if they sold out or what, but so we took the balls, and then they do have a set of wood bead garlands at Target that's larger, not this big. The Kirkland's one were more this size, but there's kind of a wood bead garland. I want to say in the Studio McGee or the Threshold one, and then they have some square beads on them. And I don't even know what the price is, but I know I wouldn't pay for that. But I did leave a link up above of everything I'm using, and I did find a link for these large balls, which I'm surprised they're this price. They were not bad for like 10 of them, and that's all you would need to make one of these. And it's a lot cheaper than, hopefully you can make them any color then. Any paints you have, craft paints, house paint, whatever paint you have, or stains that you have on hand, just use that. And it would be a lot cheaper than buying these in stores. So I did leave the links for all of that in the description of this video. So if you can see and hear me, if you kind of can't tell here, but it's kind of cloudy here today. And I'm finishing up this little project behind me as well. So, I think I shared that. I think that was on Instagram, live on Instagram the other day. Yesterday? My days are all mixed up. So what I'm going to do is, so I have all of these, and I think it'll be a couple of different ones, but I just kind of want to see. I get excited to just put stain or paint on things and see what it's going to look like. So that's why I'm like, let's just do this live. This will be fun. So I'm putting on gloves. If this was just paint, I wouldn't care, but sometimes the stain does not like to come off your hands, and so I'm putting on some gloves. And I don't have paint clothes on because. So let me get this situated. I do have some wax paper out behind you guys in the camera and the camera. So that's what I'm going to set them on. And I'm just going to use, the first thing I'm going to use, because this would be the easiest, is, stay there. You guys know my love for this stuff. So I'm going to try 2 different colors of this Restora Finish. It comes in tons of colors. My favorite, the ones that I use most often are dark walnut and natural, or neutral. What's it called? Neutral is what they call it. But I always start there because it's amazing. I've showed this many, many, many times, what this looks like. And some of these, I like their color. Can you tell in here? So I don't know if these got stained or they just were something different, but I like this color. So I might just leave those alone and then see what I can come up with for these other ones. If you have any questions, thoughts, okay, let me know. I just grab an old cloth, old towels that if you're getting rid of. for stuff like this. I just keep them in my office or in our garage. Okay, so here's this is the neutral. Yeah. So can you, yeah, you can totally see that. So that is going to be a good color. So it's a little bit different. It's more kind of that orangey, just like that natural wood stain. Like I did bring some black paint out here too, because I thought it'd be cool to throw some, but I think I'm just gonna stain them all. Just some, and definitely like if you have wood skewers, it always sounds weird when I say that. Matt even says it more funny, and so now it's just funny when he says that word. You could definitely use those, but see, the thing I like about the Restora Finish, it's just not, it's just more watery than, not than stains, but I have gel stains here in front of me. So it's just more, so there you go. So just use a pencil or like wood skewers. I was thinking if you needed to, especially if you were painting and had to get around them, but this Restora Finish, I can just, okay, there's one in that color. We're gonna put the lid on this because we just don't want this spilled all over. So I'm hoping to go thrifting this week. I went last week and I found some great things for the shop page. This one doesn't want to open for me. Why? That will be in the shop on Wednesday. But it was kind of a, I think it was just my gloves. It was a fun week last week. I just went to a couple stores, I think all on the same day, and I found some fun stuff. Okay, so here comes the next one. Okay, hello, I can see Rhonda is here. Hi from Oklahoma. Hello in Oklahoma. So this is the dark walnut. Okay, can you guys see that? Okay. Ooh, look at this color. So let me get this one all done and then I'll kind of show the two different colors. Now I don't know if I'm gonna wanna use the other stains. The links up above, I put in the, it's the gel stains that I thought I might use, but this kind of looks more like that color of these other two in there. And I kind of just like them, you know, you could definitely do them all different color or all the same color. And I think what I will, ooh, that is pretty. So that is this color. And then I'm trying not to touch it. You can tell the difference. So yeah, so I think, and then here's these. You know what? I think I'm just gonna use the dark walnut over these. So this Restora Finish, if you have any wood furniture that just kind of needs some, yeah, see, that's just gonna make it look, can you tell? It's just gonna make it look just a little touched up. Any wood furniture that kind of just has kind of lost its luster, put this stuff on, like, you know, the drawers or the top. It's unbelievable. I always say everybody should have this Restora Finish on hand. We've used it on cabinets and floor. I mean, you wouldn't want to just put this on an entire floor because I think you just slip everywhere, but like in corners and things, we've just used it on so many wood projects. And like if I'm painting a piece of furniture and like the drawers are in great condition, but the rest of the piece just isn't, I will paint the rest of the piece. And then, yeah, look at this. I like this color. I will paint the rest of the piece and then I will just put like the Restora Finish on the drawer fronts, and it just kind of makes them look, it looks so good. So I will just do a couple more of these. I did just share this morning on Instagram. I shouldn't close those fully. I did another project recently. It's a Pottery Barn dupe. I I found these terracotta pumpkins on potterybarn.com. They were $35. I was like, and they were just like normal size, you know, just like a decorative pumpkin. And so I was like, no, I'm not going to pay for that. So I just kept my eyes peeled at the thrift stores for a terracotta pumpkin. And I thought, I had seen a lot of them where it's actually like a jack-o'-lantern, so it actually like had the face, you know, cut out. I see those more like at thrift stores, but I found one. I found a terracotta, just full terracotta pumpkin, and somebody had glued something to it, the top, so I was hoping I could get that off. And I got the stuff off, but it kind of left like a stain. But then I was able to recreate the look of those Pottery Barn pumpkins for, was it $3.88 for that pumpkin instead of $35? There's just no way. There's no way. I'm always finding fun things that, you know, for our home, and then it's like, no, I know I can do that. I know I can make that. And so when I bought these, so I was going to say, when you are ever at the thrift store, this one's kind of got a weird, if you're ever at the thrift store, and I mean, always don't just, I mean, you can blow a budget at a thrift store just like you could in any store. But if there's things like these wood balls, I was just thinking, there's something I can do with these. I know that, and they were inexpensive. I don't know if they were like $1.88 or $2.88 for, I mean, it was a big bag. I mean, this is full, and I have a whole nother container of them full. You don't have to have the answer right away. And I'm also not saying that you should just buy a bunch of stuff just to buy a bunch of stuff, but just the things that you know, like you're drawn to, or so anything, like I say, wood, or like I love like white ceramic pitchers, those kinds of things. But I always pick them up because I usually find a use for them. And then something will, you know, like I saw the garlands at Kirkland's, and this one for some reason is not taking it. Oh, it is. It's okay. It is cool that it is in different areas. It takes the stain more than others. I gotta finish that little area. But yeah, so then as soon as I saw that, and it was easy, I will put together like another small video to kind of show how Matt put the holes in these. Super simple, and they're solid. So, and then I will just use, see, look at that. I love that. I love that, and a lot less expensive than buying them at Target or Kirkland's. Should I try a gel stain? Do you guys want me to try a gel stain? How do I get rid of comments so I can see what you are doing? Swipe, I think you swipe left. Swipe left or swipe right on the comments, and swipe right. Thank you. Is it Terra? Thank you so much. Does anybody want me to, I can try a gel stain. Let me try the Espresso Gel Stain. So if you've not ever used a gel stain, I would highly recommend it. Oh my gosh, you guys, that almost just spilled. So I will show you. If I move you back any further, I might lose you. The tripod might fall down. There. So then hopefully you can see a little better. So basically what I did is I found these balls, wood balls at a thrift store. They're big, and I'm making a garland out of them. I found them a couple years ago, and I talked to Matt about making a garland. I thought they'd look cool in a tree because they're just so big. A Christmas tree, that's what I meant. Because they're just so big, and we never did it. And then we were in Kirkland's this year, and I found they had large ball wood garlands. I'm like, Matt, here they are. And I don't even know how much they were, but I knew I had these at home, and then I saw them at Target. They're either in the Studio McGee, or they're in the like Threshold area. Again, was not gonna pay, you know. And I did leave a link up above. I did say I know some of you are just getting in. I did leave a link in the description for the wood balls, which I was impressed with how much they were, because you could paint these any color, you could stain them any color, you could do whatever you wanted with them. Just use what you have on hand. That's what I'm doing. So you can customize them to get the exact fit your style of your home exactly. And for like 10 of them, I didn't think it was bad at all. So I did leave a link up above for those, and a link for these other products that I'm using, which you could use these on many projects. Like you would use these. So this is the Espresso Gel Stain. So gel stain is just that. It's like gel. You know, if this was a regular stain and I kind of like, if there was some stain on this and I did this, it would fall off. Just kind of like this Restora Finish, which is not technically a stain, but gel stain is almost like a paint, but thicker even, I think. So let me just always use what's on your lid. If you're opening a can of paint, a can of stain, use what's on your lid first. And I did say, you know, you could stick, if you had wood skewers or just like, this is just a pencil. Okay, can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, see, so this is gonna be more of a, like this is gonna completely cover it, if that makes sense. Gel stains are more, I shouldn't say thicker because it's not, because like it'll depend on the wood that you're putting them on, but because I've used this on furniture projects too, and you can still see the wood grain, but like this, how it's taking it, it's covering it almost like a paint. And I will show you here in a minute. Let me just cover it all with this, and then I'm just gonna kind of buff it off with a clean cloth here. If these projects are helpful, share these videos. That always helps me. Yeah, see, can you see that's kind of, here we go. There, it kind of took it off. Oh, see, I like that better. So definitely, hang on a second. And then I'll show you the walnut color gel stain that I have here. So that's a lot better than what I initially, when I initially put it on, I mean, it looked like dark brown paint. They kind of look antique-y with this, don't they? They look like the, have you guys ever seen, we've got a couple of them upstairs, the old antique like dumbbell things. I mean, if you had another one of these, this color, it kind of looks like that color. Okay. Let's try, I'm gonna close this, and I'm just gonna try the, and this is how I do it a lot of times, because, sorry. I'm gonna try the walnut color now. Like I said, every furniture project's different, every wood is different, so when you're working with stains and wood, you just never know how it's going to take it. Okay. You guys can see what I'm doing, right? Do you guys, so far, you'll have to tell me, I'll hold them all up here when I'm done showing you this one, which color you like, or which color would fit in your home best. So this is the okay. I mean, it's like, it's thick. It's okay. So I can already tell I'm gonna, well, we'll see. I won't say anything yet. So you see, it kind of goes on, you know, gloppy or whatever, but definitely where, like I said, you could totally use like this pencil or something else. But with these gloves, it's fine. So you kind of want to glop it all on there, make sure everything's covered. And then with this, you would buff it off. The Restora Finish, you don't do that as much. They look similar. This is lighter now that I see it. The espresso is pretty dark. I think that's the first time I've used that color in the gel stain. Okay. Okay, let me just hold these two up first so you can kind of see them. But these are the kind of projects where I just turn on a podcast and just, so this is the espresso, and then this is the walnut. I wanted to say, is it dark walnut? No, that's the Restora Finish. So they are different, but yet kind of similar. So this is a good example of how stains, just depending on the wood and the piece that you're putting them on, how they can look similar and yet kind of different, depending on what you use. So let me just shut this so I don't end up in it. So I have to hold these two up. And then here's this one. This was the dark walnut of the Restora Finish. And then this is the neutral of the Restora Finish. This is one of these. I think this is the espresso, and this is, see, I like the mix of them all. And then you could do some painted, ones in here, you know, black, white, green, whatever color kind of goes with your scheme. I don't know, I think I'm kind of leaning more towards this color. So these are separate, two different colors. But here in the camera, they don't look like it. In person, they definitely do. I can totally tell this is oh, here, that looks a little different. So which colors do you guys like the best? And I did grab some paint. I thought maybe I'll paint some black, but I think I'm just gonna do all wood tones now that I've kind of got it together. And once I get them all done, I did not have green paint out today, right? What? It'll end up on me somehow. Espresso, let me see. She said espresso and the neutral. So these two together, or these two she likes the most. The walnut's so see, I have dark walnut, and then I have the walnut. This is the gel stain, and then this is just the Restora Finish. And then I was thinking just kind of like twine like this, but we have some thicker like rope kind of out in the garage. So I'm wondering if that would be better, because this is just at your dollar store, Dollar Tree. I get this whenever they have it in stock because I can use it on so many things. I'm just wondering if this might be too thin for these because they're so big, but we'll see once I get them all done. Let me see. I'm going to take off this glove so that I can see if there's any questions. So I put in, I would say 2 inches, maybe bigger than that. I do not have a tape measure down here. What can I show you that would help? So maybe they're like 4 inches. I have small hands. I'm so bad at this. Matt would be able to say they're about, oh, you know, here. They are about the size of a tennis ball. There we go. Not a golf ball, bigger than a golf ball. They are about the size of a tennis ball. I'm trying to think of another ball. Yeah, a tennis ball, or you know those old bouncy balls? It's kind of like the size of that. But a tennis ball is kind of a little bit smaller than a baseball. So I would say like a tennis ball size. Does that help? Okay. And I did leave a link in the description so you can kind of just check it out. And they have different sizes in there. So you can make them any size you want. I just like that they were so big. So I'm just going to check here and see if anybody has any questions. If you're watching on replay, let me know you were here. Just put in the comments replay, #replay, where you're coming in from. If you have any questions, let me know. Hello in California. How do I get rid of comments so far? So Jane, I hope that helped. If you swiped right, did you get rid of the comments? I look for picture frames, botanical prints, and heart plates. Cecilia, is that at the thrift stores? I think we all kind of, anybody that goes thrifting, you kind of have a list of what you will always pick up. And I definitely, my list gets bigger, but I definitely have, oh good, Jane, you got it. I definitely have my favorite things that I will always pick up. And in certain thrift stores, I have my favorite aisles, but always look in every aisle because people set things down in the wrong aisles. So opaque, not as translucent. Maybe Judith, maybe use something lighter. Are you, yeah. So I used kind of all the different stains that I had. And you could definitely use paint. You could definitely use paint on these. That would be super cool. The ones at Target, and they're smaller than this. They're not this big, but they're not like my regular wood bead garlands that I've used and bought like on Target and stuff. They're bigger than that, but not this big. Like I said, the Kirkland's one. But the one at Target is painted. It's all painted. Penny, I hope that helped. Did that help with the sizing? Yes, Rhonda, when they're all together. Oh my gosh. Who just said that? Okay, who just said that? Let me see. Rhonda, you're amazing. So when I set this right here, you're right. These mats, they do. So this is, it's 22 to 24. So that would be 2 inches. Rhonda, for the win. Yes. Pool ball size. Yes. 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 I would say yes. Exactly. Pool ball. Penny, pool ball would be better. And I just put them here. There's measurements here. So I hope that helps too. Okay. Okay. I think that's all. If these videos are helpful, please share them. They're fun for me to do. And just kind of share different ideas and how to decorate on a dime, because we all want that look, but who wants to spend $1 kajillion to get it? So yeah. Okay, I think that's it, everybody. If you have any questions or thoughts or measurement tips for me, anything else, let me know. Put them in the comments and I will catch them later. But until next time, I'm going to be staining the rest of these and getting this done. So yes, I was trying to think, what did I did finish those. I'm like, what did I come on here live and do? The pumpkins, and they are up in the hutch upstairs, so I can just put a photo of them in my feed. To be completely honest, Facebook is not being very fun right now, and so it's hiding a lot of my content from, I have almost 200,000 people here, and nobody's seeing anything that I'm putting out. So anytime that you like, comment, and especially share my content, it just helps. It helps the algorithm know that you want to see the content, because I'm just going to be completely open and honest. It is so frustrating to have almost 200,000 people, on your page, and to know that basically nobody's seeing any of the work that you're putting into it. So yeah, so anytime that you like, comment, and share, it means the world to me. It helps me so much. It's any page that you follow, not just mine. Do that, because we can't fight the algorithm. We just have to keep jumping through hoops and doing things and hoping that the people that are on your pages can see what you're doing, because otherwise it's just so frustrating. So anyway, so yes, I will just kind of put a photo in the feed of the pumpkins that they're all done, that I did with the baking soda. And then once I get these done and put up somewhere, I will definitely just share a photo for you guys in my feed. And then maybe when I do my next live, I can have them near me too, and remember to show them to you guys. So, okay, I'm done rambling. Have a great Tuesday, and I will see you guys again soon.